Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Schifferbooks.com is the website here on the side. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Alright. Yep. And the website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au is an apple, use an umbrella. I also use dice. I have a 22-sided dice. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the Minor Arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. This is where they came from. I want to say this is Math Art Fun, the dice shop, mathartfun.com. Hopefully you can read that if you want to read that. Alright. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for when you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom here, which means you have a very solid foundation. I almost feel like immediately you're going to be like, well, I know that. Well, I know that. There's somebody that needs to help you with this. Somebody needs to help you with whatever's going on. I feel like maybe that's the problem. Because there's a little bit of a happiness. Why is happiness popped out? Okay, let's see what's going on. Let me just... Okay. There's a problem here. There's a problem. Shakaban, all shocks. You need somebody's help that I don't feel like you want. Okay. So now, I'm saying you need somebody's help. Like, to what level is my question? Because I feel like I've worked with this person before. Now, this could be literally work. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be some other association. For some of you, I'm getting somebody with a neighbor. Like, literally, it's a neighbor that I feel like if it's a neighbor, I feel like other people in the neighborhood, they like you and they like your neighbor, but you and your neighbor don't really like each other. So take that with a grain of salt. And I feel like I've worked with this person before. I didn't really like it. What is your current, like, are you currently getting along with this neighbor? Even though I don't think you like them, do you get along with them currently? Yeah, I don't feel like they know I don't like them. I feel like I'm very strategic with it. Especially when I realize other people like this person and I don't. But people like you too. I do feel like you have a good community connection here. I feel like I'm very selective about who I share my feelings and thoughts about this person with. I'm very careful. Very careful. So I don't feel like there's a social problem. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like half and half. I don't know. I don't really feel like there's a social problem. I do feel like I don't want to deal with them, and I kind of wonder if they realize that. Maybe that's a little bit more obvious than I need it to be, that I don't really want to deal with them. Maybe it's obvious that I avoid them. Okay. But there's something coming forward where I have to deal with somebody that I'd really rather not. But I'm also kind of like feeling like I can't get around it. Temperance card coming in, Page of Wands coming in, Three of Swords coming in. I don't want to deal with this person. But I need to. So if I'm going to use the neighbor analogy, it's kind of like almost like putting up a fence on the property line. I got to make sure, for some reason I feel like I have to make sure that they're okay with it or something. Or, like, I remember this, one of my relatives was going to get free-range chickens, and they had to get the approval of their neighbors before they were able to do that. So it's something like I have to work with the neighbor to do this. Or it feels like that to me. It's kind of like, oh, I don't really want to do that. I don't really like the idea of them having the ability to approve what I want to do. But on the other hand, it's kind of like this card is also there. Happiness shows up if I have to do it, at least to this level. It's kind of like, but I'm also questioning how much of this do I need? Like, how much of their approval do I need? I am very strong. I am very secure in this situation. I have a very strong base. But, like, to get what I want, how much do I have to work with them? That's curious here. Before I talk about these cards, let's just put the dice on them just to get a little bit more definition. Gotta be careful. Ten of Wands. The Magician in question, like, it could go bad, it could go good. Be careful. Be careful not to get yourself too wound up before there's an actual fight or actual resistance. If you go into this thinking that this person's going to give you a hard time, or you get really amped up, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, and then you force yourself forward, there could be a negative backlash that doesn't have to be there. Because I'm getting the warrior energy with the star energy. Now, the star also sometimes talks about Aquarius energy. Doesn't mean you have to deal with an Aquarius or that you have anything. It just basically says, when I think of Aquarius energy, they can make somebody very happy or very upset without much effort. It's all about how they use their words. Aquarius has the ability to insult people without actually using any type of negative words. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they can insult people through innuendos or, like, just like in a roundabout way. Like, they know how to trigger people if they want to without saying anything technically wrong. I think that's the best way to put it. They can make people happy without saying anything technically right. They can make people upset without saying anything technically wrong. So this energy coming in is like, without trying to, you can create a problem for yourself. Be careful of that. Okay. Be aware of that. Where are we going with it next? That's my question. Whatever it is you need from this person, I think you can get it fairly easily if you keep it less defined. Not less defined for you yourself, less defined for them. They don't need to know the ins and outs. You will know the ins and outs for what you want. That's not even a question. They don't need to know all those details. 9 of Pentacles is a self-sufficient card. And then the Temperance card comes in again. Now, this isn't really a compatible energy with Capricorn, usually. Just the basic Capricorn energy. Everybody has their different flavors of Capricorn. Like, there's a whole chart. There's not just your sun sign or whatever this sign is for you. There's a whole thing there. So, Temperance is not... It's usually a Sagittarius energy. It's not usually compatible. Not usually. Whatever it is you want from this person, I feel like they give it to you without much problem. It does seem to happen pretty quickly. I feel like you get the green light for what you want. Okay. There's advice after this that can make a big, big, big difference on this. Do not treat this like, okay, that's out of my way, everything is good. Do not treat this like that. I can understand why you might kind of like, oh, all right, they said it's fine. They said they were all right with me doing what I wanted to do. Whatever I needed from them, I think I got it. Don't just accept that. It's ironic, but they're saying, don't be like, okay, everything is fine. Don't do that. This is what they're saying to do with it. And that Temperance card coming in is backing this up for me, because you got some fire energy coming in here. You know what you want to do. King of Pentacles, you know what you want to do. King of Coins, Pentacles, it's all Earth, it's the same thing. You know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You got approval. It's like you got what you needed from them. You know what you want to do. Do it quickly. Move forward and get it done as quickly as makes sense to you. So it's kind of like if you had a project that you wanted to do over the summer, and you're like, it might take me 3 or 4 months. I'll just make sure I start it at the end of spring or whatever. And it might take me a few months to do it. That was your maybe original plan. No hurry, no rush. I'll just, poke at it here and there. It'll be fine. Don't do it that way. Use that fire energy. If you can literally get it done in a week, even 2, if you could actually do it, if you just kind of like buckle down and get it done, you could do it in a week, possibly 2. Get it done. Get it done and get it out of the way. Get it done, get it out of the way. This is the advice. Now, I mean, clearly it's up to you whether you take that advice or not. I feel like if you do it the way you were originally planning, I do feel like aggravation will come in and there will be unexpected problems. If you just get in there, get it done, buckle down, get it done, get it done, get it done, this won't be an issue. It won't be an issue at all, because I do get that there's going to be something coming in during the situation, especially if you take a long time, that's going to cause some type of snag. Something will come in and try to cause a snag. If you get it done as quickly as you possibly can, realistically, of course, I don't think this is going to be in your way. I feel like this is an afterthought. If you take the normal time you were expecting to take, I keep getting like something that was supposed to take maybe 3-4 months might last a year or 2 because of things getting in the way and problems getting in the way. It's kind of like, all right, I wanted to take my time, but I didn't want people to get in my way. If we can put it behind us and get it out of the way, this is an advice card, and I keep getting like, go with the flow, get it out of your way, get it taken care of. This isn't a problem. It just isn't a problem, and it moves right on. I feel like everything goes in your favor. Other people see how quickly you moved. I feel like this does impress somebody that you weren't expecting to impress, but it does impress somebody that makes things go more to your advantage. I don't think you were doing this to impress anybody, or at least the person that gets impressed, they weren't on your radar. Like, I wasn't considering them as somebody who was going to get impressed by what I did, but it does go to your advantage. Justice is telling me people are noticing that you got it taken care of and it's done right. Again, you're going to do this in the quickest way that makes sense to you, that this can be done correctly. Gets done, out of the way, done well, done with, high quality, it's very good. You impress somebody you weren't expecting. This is if you get it done, get it done, get it done. As quickly as realistically. I feel like I have to keep saying that. This is more geared to like if this goes the right way. So I don't know about these benefits coming your way otherwise, because I feel like if you get this done quickly, a lot of things go to your favor. Something comes in after that. All right, just to be fair, if for some reason there ends up being a legal connection or a legal issue, if it's done and you get it done quickly, it does go to your favor. I don't know. I just feel like if they gave you permission and then they changed their mind, if you did it before they were able to tell you that they changed their mind, like if they tell you, for example, today, yes, you can do it, and then next Monday you start, maybe you get it done in 1 week, and then a month later they're like, actually I don't think I like that. You already did it. So if they try to complain about it afterwards, it's going to be like, well, they did give you permission and you took care of it right away. Versus like if they give you permission and then you start it like a month or 2 later, and then all of a sudden they're like, I don't think I like this, and you're just like halfway through the situation might not go to your advantage. I'm just getting that. So getting it done quickly, things go your way, things stay where you want them. there is support around this. This is not a judge card, but I keep getting the Hierophant as a judge card. There is support around this situation for you. There may be a hiccup afterwards, but it's better for it to be afterwards than during, is what I keep getting. It's better for it to be afterwards than during. And it also goes to your benefit if it's afterwards instead of during. That's what's coming through, so I just got to go with it. Whoever agreed to whatever they agreed to, they're stuck with it, but I also feel like there's nothing wrong with it either. I don't think it's hurting anybody. I don't think you're hurting anybody by getting what you want in this. I don't really feel like that's hurting anybody. So I don't know why somebody might change their mind, but I think it all stems back to overall somebody giving you permission in the beginning, then after a while they're thinking about it and then they're deciding that they don't want to give you permission. So I don't understand why they're changing their mind. I don't know if we can get a reason for that. It's a general read, so we'll just see if anything comes up. I don't know. They got the Page of Swords reversed and the World card in question. I just feel like they're overthinking it, or maybe they're just in a bad mood. I don't know. It doesn't seem to make sense to me why they're changing their mind, but like if you get it done right away, you get what you want, no worries, no problem. So hopefully this is helpful. The whole point of this is to have the easiest outcome with what you want. As soon as you get permission, get it done. Again, as fast as realistically possible for you. So again, whatever the normal time was you were gonna take, so I'm using 3 to 4 months and I'm squishing it down to a week, maybe a week and a half. So I don't know, maybe you were gonna do this in 2 days, do it in a couple hours. So somebody gave you permission and in 2 days from now, you were gonna do what they gave you permission to do. If you could do it that day, you need to do it that day. As soon as they give you permission, as soon as you can do it, get it done. It's yours, not an issue. Even if they change their mind after the fact, it's a done deal. And again, I get that if somebody else is judging the situation, it goes in your favor. So keep that in mind. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.